Peace, family. How y'all doing today? This is your girl Juju Doll, and you know I always come with the scoop, or I always come with something informative, something that you can take and walk off with it. You know what I'm saying? So today we're basically going to be talking about how do we honor our ancestors? Like, just how do we honor them? I get that question all the time. Like, okay, how do we honor our ancestors? How do they know? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go over that today, from a well-known source, not of my own. I do not own this material, but I'm definitely willing to share it with you all. So how do I honor them? Since the beginning of time and in all cultures, people have honored their ancestors with elaborate rituals and offerings based on belief in the continuity of life. Deceased relatives were not seen as non-existing, but as having changed form. Just like a butterfly. A butterfly can go from a caterpillar to a butterfly, but you don't know it was once that caterpillar. You know what I'm saying? So energy, we are infinite energy, and the forms just will continue to change, but it does not mean we're not here. So moving on, like water to steam, although they no longer had a physical body, their soul lived on, and to ancient people the soul was the animating force of life, not the mind or the heart. It is with this understanding that the ancients realized that the ancestors could still affect the lives of the living for good or ill long after physical death. That is why these societies thought it would be in their best interest to give offerings to their ancestors to ensure their blessings and assistance in everyday matters. Although this belief has died out for many in the West and other modern nations, there are still others around the world who have maintained the old ways, which is very true, because I have an ancestral altar. I dance for my ancestors. I sing for my ancestors. I feed my ancestors. I give my ancestors water, for their spirit, so they're never thirsty. And when I do provide for my ancestors, I never put like one plate or one cup. I always put double, because they come with people. They don't never come alone. So I just wanted to definitely point that out. Let me see where I left off that. Okay, so by honoring those who came before us and including them in our everyday lives, we will benefit from their wisdom and gain much needed helping hand. Many will also realize that they no longer have fear of old age and death that plague many westernized people. See, here we all got subjected. Basically, we all with the Christianity route, because I hear a lot of people saying, well, even though you showing me this knowledge and this proof, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Like, what if I die and Jesus do exist? And you know what I'm saying? It's just the fear of death and things like that overall. Once you have a certain understanding that energy can never die, only change forms, only change realms, then you won't have that overlying fear. No, nobody wants to die, but you're not scared of it because you know it's just something natural. It's a transformation. I feel like it's more so of a ascending. You're ascending to a different realm. You're ascending to a different level. So one way to honor your ancestors is to create an ancestral altar. As I mentioned before, there are really no set rules for how you create one, except that it should be clean and well maintained. Set aside private space on a table or other surface for you to burn candles or place offerings or other implements so you can communicate with your guides. When they say other implements, you can put rattles, you can put bells, because when you shake these things, the spirits will come, basically. So back to the book. Traditionally, a glass or glasses of water are placed there for any thirsty visitors, along with rum for those who like to drink. A white cloth is commonly used over the table, but definitely feel free to improvise. Some people will go on about the proper way to create an altar, but how you decorate it is completely up to you and your guides. Out of respect, definitely do not have sex near or around your altar. Have some common courtesy, some decency now. Unless we're doing I feel a little bit different about that. I agree with it, but if it's a sexual energy type thing and you're doing I don't know, you get the okay from your ancestors somehow, some way, you know what, I'm gonna just leave that alone. Just don't have sex around your altar, okay? So Peace, love, and light. Deuces.